Want to know how to attract any girl? It starts by getting the girl interested in you and curious about you. With that foundation, you can gradually build a lasting attraction with any attractive woman. As for how to spark that interest and curiosity, I'm here to answer that age-old question and get you on a path to the success with women you want. But before we start, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Is desperation, or as some would say, neediness, a good strategy to show a woman how much you adore her? All I will say is, good luck with that approach. Brothers, if you're needy, you're not going to be attracting any woman. Get that through your head. If by the end of this video, you can't eradicate the simp in you, save yourself some time and click off this video right now. I'm only here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. The reality is, needy behavior is an instant turnoff because it communicates a lack of self-respect and self-confidence. If you want to attract women, you must be able to hold your own and not come across as clingy or dependent. A high-value man doesn't need attention and validation from anyone to know his value. He recognizes his own value and makes a conscious effort to appreciate the value in those around him. As a result, he will attract women because he comes across as secure in who he is and how he moves through the world. And this means he can be trusted to be himself, unlike a needy man who will do and say anything to get the attention he needs to feel good about himself. That will not make you attractive to any women, I guarantee it. If you're wondering what comes across as needy, I'll briefly let you know. When you first meet a woman, you come across as needy if you respond to her texts immediately. It conveys to her, you have nothing going on in your life, and your number one priority is responding to this relative stranger you just met. You also look like a needy man if you never disagree with the woman you're talking to. Women tend to be suspicious of people who agree with everything they say. The reason for that is because humans unconsciously understand that everyone has different beliefs and opinions. So if you agree with everything a woman says, it conveys that you prioritize wanting her approval over being true to yourself. If you acted on every emotion and impulse you experience, how much time would you have to do anything meaningful in life? Just to clarify, you won't be deceiving her by delaying your response. You are respecting yourself and your time by refusing to let a device dictate how you spend your time. A high-value man is not reactive to his environment. He is intentional in his thoughts, words, and actions. Experiencing emotions makes you human, but acting on every emotion you experience makes you weak and unattractive. If you can't handle your own emotions, why would a woman expect you to be a source of stability and strength in her everyday life? With that clear, let's get into how you can truly attract women like a magnet. And it all starts with you. Firstly, start owning the space around you. One way to get a girl's attention is to take up more space. You'll often notice that insecure men voluntarily shrink their size, collapsing their shoulders, hoping they won't stick out in a setting. Confident men, on the other hand, have no trouble showing it through their comfortable, natural body language. One great way to take up more space and project confidence is by standing up straight and keeping your hands out of your pockets, as that shrinks your structure. Don't fold your arms either, as that signals a defensive attitude. Simply have them on your side and make use of them during conversations. Next, make sure you're always looking approachable. Beyond only looking confident, you also want to show the women around you that you are friendly and approachable. You can't expect to stand at the corner of every room, not get involved in anything, and expect to come off as, quote-unquote, mysterious. You'll only come off as socially awkward. When the advice of being mysterious is given, it doesn't mean you start rocking all black everything and cut off from others. You can be mysterious while still being an active participant in your surroundings by simply refraining to share matters of a personal concern. That brings us to point number 3, and that's to actually be social. A great way to get women to notice you is to start fun, friendly conversations with the people around you. You don't need any ulterior motive to spark a random conversation. If you're not sure how one even does this, simply take note of what a person is wearing or eating and use that as the on-ramp to a conversation. You could also just comment on something that you find intriguing around you and try to get the other's perspective. Furthermore, always dress well. It might seem like a no-brainer, but way too many men skip on trying to look good as they think it comes off as feminine. If you do it to an extreme, sure, you don't have to be wearing turtlenecks while going grocery shopping. But remember, dressing sharp and looking clean goes a long, long way to getting women to start paying attention to you. When there's nothing else to judge you by, how you're dressed and what you're wearing becomes your main tell. Keep in mind, dressing well doesn't mean rocking designer items. What you're subconsciously judged on by people is how your clothes fit you. Make sure your clothing is actually to your size and complements your body shape, while the color complements your skin tone. Next, a must-have personality trait to appear attractive is to actually compliment others. If there's someone you're eyeing, ask her a question about her drink if it's unique looking, or compliment her sense of style. If she engages, remember to make eye contact, smile, and after getting to know her name, use it throughout the conversation. It might seem like a subtle move, but addressing someone by their actual name does make you stand out from the rest. Reason being that most people don't really refer to people with their names. So when you do, she'll feel a direct connection to you due to feeling acknowledged. Even if you're communicating on text, just typing out her name will make any text seem much more personal. That's what you want. Lastly, never be shy of making eye contact. I mentioned earlier about making eye contact with people walking by to be more approachable. However, making direct eye contact with the girl you're interested in is the surest way to get her attention, and also the surest way to tell if she's interested. If she holds it longer than normal, or maybe keeps looking in your direction, that's as big a green light as you're going to get. So walk over to her and see if there's any chemistry. Voila, there you have it. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Stay blessed.